Hey everybody, wanted to do a quick video. As you can see, this is definitely going to be Boba Fett themed. I had a Boba Fett font commissioned, Brandon aka Link at Repulse Custom Sounds. Worked with him to create a font that's more of a Boba Fett Slave 1 type of font, so the sounds are engine hums or blaster or rocket sounds from Slave 1. Originally the idea was for Proffie and for CF10 support, but we agreed the font should really be made available to the community. We might as well add the legacy support for Prism and the other Plecter boards, mostly Nano and Nano Biscotti and Prism. Which is in this is a Prism based. We're here, not a Boba Fett themed saber, but Proffie based, and I'll be able to show off the Proffie version there, along with some background. Okay, so first thing, this is definitely one of my favorite hilts. I just got lucky. Found it on eBay one day just when I was searching. I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. So to have stumbled on this randomly, it was not coincidence. It was meant to be. Love the coloring. And it came with some Boba Fett themed fonts, which I've since replaced one of the banks. Nano supports 3 banks, sound banks. I replaced one of them with the new font. Hunter's Bounty is the name of the font. You can get it at the Repulse website. I'll put it in the description. So if I bought this from you on eBay, please reach out to me, or if you own this in the past and sold it and I bought it from a third party, let me know. I'd really love to chat with the person that installed this. I'd love to upgrade it, put a Proffie board in here, and I'm just terrified to take it apart. It'll make sense when I turn it on. So I'm going to take the kill key out. So 18650 battery, recharge port, crystal, 28mm speaker. There's a nice LED effect going here. No buttons in hilt. It is a tri-cree. Beautiful yellow color. There are no buttons though. It is activated magnetically. That's one of the questions I have. Curious if anybody knows what device that is. But to activate, oops, well, okay. To activate, you just, so that's the activation sound. That's that nice hum. You can see we got a nice blade plug in there with that nice yellow color. We have this LED mechanism, which I think is just powered. It must, either it's programmed separately, or it's just being powered and driven. I don't think the Nano Biscotti is driving that though. So I'm curious. Like I said, I want to open it up and gut it, but I'm a little scared to figure it all out. Obviously not smooth swing. And because it doesn't have buttons, I don't know how to trigger a blaster or lock up. Another question, I'd love to speak to the person who installed this or owned it. Okay. So that's this saber. This is a magnet, so I can't actually put it back on without putting the kill key in, because it'll activate it. So I'm just going to drop the kill key in there real quick. Okay. Now I am in the process of obtaining a flagship, which I should say I've already obtained it. I'm in the process of having it painted, powder coated, to become my second Boba Fett themed saber. When I get it, I'll obviously install it with Prism and NeoPixel and all that fun jazz. And then I'll put the Proffie version on that saber. But for the time being, I have my OWK 3 Corbanth. Not sure who the manufacturer is technically, but this is from Corbanth, sells it, brands it as the OWK3. Recently finished this install. It has a print to yourself chassis, Proffie 28mm speaker, NeoPixel setup. And it has a ton of fonts on it. So we'll activate.
This job isn't always pretty.
Love that nice sharp hum. Did yellow. I'm going to try my best to match the yellow that's on that saber because it's a beautiful yellow color. But for now, I did this yellow, which you probably can't even see on the video camera anyway. Trying to get you the accents. Full support for SA22 fork. So you have begin and end, drag and lock. A number of different blasts, a number of different in and out sounds. There's so many different sound clips, I guess we'll call it, that it's hard to get them to randomly play. There's a number of force sounds that you can trigger with a double. All right. There's also one other Boba Fett font I found. It's a free font. It's not smooth swing. You know, it's an older Plecter style.
Slave 1.5 Mandalorian saber.
It's called Slave 1.5. It's pretty cool too. Similar concept. I didn't realize how nice it would sound on Proffie until obviously after I installed it. I was pleasantly surprised. Very cool. So I thank Brandon again. The Hunter's Bounty, it definitely, no pun intended, it hit the mark. I'm very happy with it. I hope others will be able to enjoy it as well. And then I'll put some information in the description. And if you did own this saber before me, please reach out to me. Like I said in the video, I do have some questions. I'd love to pick your brain. If you've owned it, or perhaps you're the one that installed it, let me know. Thanks, guys.